the patience, the wish, the creation, and the faith within. Beauty, passion, ambition, love. I am pure guidance. Success, adventure, abundance, luxury, peace. Hi Aries, and welcome back to Pure Guidance. Let's go ahead and take a look at your reading for the month of June. For this, I have already meditated on your energy as well as pre-shuffled these cards right here. So let's go ahead and take a look. Your first two cards out, we have here the Ace of Wands and the Star card. Very, very powerful. Powerful beginnings. An initiative that will have to be taken by you, which can lead to your dreams becoming very real. June, you may find, is the month of focus. Focus on your dreams and your vision and what you're trying to create. It's a month to perhaps hibernate almost. Hibernate your dream so that it can become what it wants and desires to be. Ace of Wands indicates that there's a lot of potential in what you think you want. Okay, it can happen. It's a great idea. It's a great thought. And all you have to do is hold on to it and treasure it and nurture it. So nurture your vision, Aries, because this can then take shape and form for you. For some, the Star card is also playing out as perhaps an Aquarius who might be in your life, and you may very well have a new beginning with them, which may almost lead to a partnership of some sort, even a relationship, even a marriage. The Hierophant is here, definitely. But you might have the opportunity to work with them side by side, and that may very well go long ways for you because it looks like you make a really good team if you're together with them. Aquarius is a air sign, so if you're not dealing with an Aquarius, could be a Gemini, could be a Libra. At the same time, you also have the Hierophant coming out here. I feel like for those of you who are involved in group activities or you're working with a team and all that, it's very important right now for you to voice your opinion and to be heard. Okay? Seven of Swords, Death card, Four of Swords. A lot of messages for you, Aries. They're separate, by the way. They're all coming across separate. So I'd like you to pay attention to the company you're keeping. It looks like there might be an opportunity or an area of deceit of some sort. And that, you may have encountered this in the past. So it might not be a current situation you're dealing with. It could have been someone lied in the past in the relationship. Whatever the relationship might be, it could be a friendship, right? But someone lied, and as a result of that, there was a really, really wide distance between the two of you, or it could be more than one person. But that created distance. That created separation. But that has also allowed for you to regenerate yourself, almost to rejuvenate your own soul, to feel fresh, to feel a brand new version of you, Aries. And that is why you can now see yourself with this vision. Perhaps it was taken away from you. Could have been like a toxic relationship you may have been involved in. Not for all of you, but this is the case for some. So that message was for you to be heard. That could also be that you were dealing with a Scorpio who perhaps was not as honest as you may have wanted them to be, or vice versa. But if it's not a Scorpio, it could be another water sign such as Pisces or Cancer. But I feel like if they're not a Scorpio, they might have a Scorpio moon. So they're really just acting up right now. Or in the past they have. It's going to play out, like I said, differently for everyone. But on the whole, you have a positive reading. Things are coming together for you. There's the World card here. The World card indicates beginnings and endings. So some things you need to let go of. If it's someone who has a Scorpio moon, they acted up, they were being a little stingy about it, that's that. They were being themselves, right? If you can't accept that part of them, then maybe they can't be in your life, and then that will lead to an ending. But at the same time, it can also lead to your own personal beginning and growth, which is also what we're seeing in the cards for you. On the other hand, it might just be an ending of that toxic relationship and the beginning of a newfound bond with the same person, right? Where you can make this last longer, or perhaps for a lifetime. The decision is up to you and what you feel will benefit you. So I really urge you to ask yourself what it is you are looking for and then make a decision as to how you want to sift and sort through this. Right? You have that power. Okay, let's take a look at under the cards here. Under the deck, we have here the Hermit and the Moon. Interesting, because what we're seeing is polar opposites. You might feel like if it's a relationship for some of you, you might feel like you both are polar opposites. And it necessarily, so polar opposites does not mean that you just won't get along. It just means you complement each other. So it's about how you look at it. So if it's a toxic relationship where you both just don't get along and you feel like it's not going to benefit you, doesn't nurture you, your goals, what you're trying to get to, then by all means, like, if you can't find common ground, like the Queen and the King of Cups coming together with their emotions, connecting with each other, having that conversation, whatever the topic may be, if you can't do that, then maybe it's not worth pursuing further. On the other hand, polar opposites also means that, like I said, you complement one another. So you can find common ground, you can come together. Queen brings her cup, King brings her cup. They discuss, they share, they exchange, whatever it might be. And it leads to fulfillment and enjoyment overall. Because now they're on the same page. Being on the same page helps them gain ground in the relationship. So it's really about conversation. That may need to happen. Now this is still, it may be separate from the initial message here, which was about your personal growth, which we are definitely seeing. A lot of focus and emphasis on spirituality and becoming and all that. But there's also a lesson that's being learned here. Okay? And it's, yeah. You're learning from this. You're learning from this relationship or friendship, whatever this may be for you. There is a very strong connection for sure. And it's really just, yeah, the question here is how do you see this? Is it complementing you or is it a complete contrast? They're two separate things. And if it's something that complements, then maybe it makes you a better person and them as well. But if it's something that just feels like contrast all the time, so it just doesn't work, maybe it's time to say goodbye, right? And that's what June will be about. I guess there's a focus. That's what the cards are saying. There is a focus on taking out, getting rid of what you no longer need. And you're being encouraged to find the answers yourself. Okay? Take the weeds out. Encouragement. Okay. So encouragement is a gentle nudge from the universe. You have all the support you need. You're not going to lose anything or anyone if you make this decision. Know that. Understand that. You still have yourself. You still have a whole group, perhaps, of other people around you. Okay, we're going to pull some, one more card out for affirmations. These are the Magical Times Empowerment cards, and each of the cards come with affirmations, so that's what we're looking at. Says here, sometimes all you need is to go outside, breathe the fresh air, to remember who you are and where you want to be. And it's a beautiful card. Lots of focus on the color blue. Understand that this is also the month of Gemini, which is about language and the spoken word. We also have the lunar eclipse coming up June 5th when there's a full moon. So pay attention to that. There might be reflection that needs to happen during that time. New moon in Cancer mid-June, taking place along with a solar eclipse. Also an important time for you, where I feel like there might be some realization
happening. So there are some realizations happening. Could be with another, could be with yourself alone. But definitely on the horizon here for you. Okay, let's read out the affirmations that go with this card, nature. Right now, I will embrace the magic that is in nature. I will step outside, get some fresh air, and be renewed. I will forget the day's troubles and remember the day's blessings that surround me. I will not dwell on the negatives in my life, but release them into the wind. This moment is mine. And it is. You're being uplifted. You're being supported. And with that, we bring this reading to an end. If you have questions, if you'd like to go more into depth, you can always get a personal reading with me. And, I will do my best to answer all your questions. Generally, a 10-minute reading, we can only answer one question. But if you go for something longer, and all these details are on my website, by the way, at iampureguidance.com. It gives you guidance as to how many questions you can ask and how much we can cover. I can try to make exceptions, of course, if depending on how broad your questions are or how detailed they are. And yeah, okay? All right, well, thank you so much. You can always get in touch with me via email, pureguidancetarot@gmail.com. Email, the link, everything is in the description box below. All right, thank you so much. I wish you all the very best with this, Aries. Take care, and until next time, all the best.
Beauty, passion, ambition, love. I am pure guidance.